What's going on, guys? Doing some work on the Supra. Finally got some time to make a video on the Lexus airflow meter housing and the 550 injectors and a fuel pressure regulator install. Just doing some work on my turbo here, taking a smaller one off, putting a bigger one on. Went ahead and polished my valve covers. Gonna have my respray. Gotta figure out a color. And then let's move on to the housing here. You can see the housing is significantly bigger than the 7M. And this is just the housing off of Lexus SC400 or GS400. And like I said, you don't need the airflow meter, just need the housing. You're using the airflow meter from the 7M. So basically, the bigger housing is telling the computer that there's less air going in, so it allows you to put more fuel and boost higher before hitting fuel cut because it thinks it's getting less air. You can also drill that hole out where the screw is there, and the adjustment screw, and you can back that out or twist it in for fine tuning. You can also do that on the 7M to that hole right there. You can drill that out and back that screw down. I don't know if backing that screw down would give you more airflow to where you could, trick boost cut and hit it maybe a little over 11 pounds, or maybe like hit like 13 pounds. And then, excuse me, I got rid of the regular accordion hose going to the turbo inlet because it's just, after you stretch it over here, I don't know, mine was already pretty beat up, so I just went and got an aftermarket one. This one's, I believe, for a Mark IV Supra, and I just got a reducer down to the Lexus airflow meter, and then the turbo inlet was 4 inches, and I believe the Lexus is 3 inches. Here's the turbo I was running. This is a Rev 9 turbocharger, 6062. It worked good, but this compressor housing, there's no gasket behind it or rubber O-ring or anything to seal it. So at like 10 pounds, it starts leaking out the back of the housing here. So that ain't good. That's why I had to get rid of it. Other than that, I mean, it was nice until I realized it was leaking. So I'm putting this bad boy on there. I've had it on there once already, but it was making too much boost for the fuel cut. So I'm hoping now I can make 15 to 20 pounds of boost and not hit fuel cut. What's next? Okay, I got the fuel pressure regulator back there. Most of my stuff is off eBay, just trying to budget build here. One day I'll buy nice parts, but right now can't afford it. So you got the fuel coming up from right here, going into the bottom of the fuel pressure regulator, coming out and around back into the rail, goes across, out the back, down this pipe, back to the tank. Pretty simple install. You just go down here and take off that J pipe right there, and I believe most people just leave the tube on there. I cut mine off just for more room, whatnot, so it didn't look like just a tube going down there. They call that the J tube, so it looks like a J. So that's fuel pressure regulator. I got my 550 injectors in here. Same, just eBay, RC 550 injectors. I didn't realize it when I bought it that these are high impedance injectors, and that means that they run off 12 volts all the time, and our injectors are low impedance, which run off of 9 volts. So we have this lovely little resistor in our car, and it sits somewhere right around here. And I just cut the wires because the pack resists it down to 9 volts. And I come down here and I have simply just taken the main red or the black and orange 12 volts coming in and spliced it in with all the other wires so they're getting 12 volts all the time. And that's how you fix that if you want to run high impedance versus low impedance. I have the IS300 coils in. I don't know if I'm going to run them quite yet because I want to have a way to hold them down because they're just loose in the valley. And I know a lot of people, they'll drill and tap into the head right there, which I might do, but I know plenty of people make over 500 horsepower with the stock coil pack, so it's not a necessity. It just looks better. So anyway, that's all you really need to know about the airflow meter upgrade. I'd get yourself a airflow ratio meter, just so you know you're in the right numbers. Don't want to be running too lean and blowing your motor. Anyway, so let me know what you guys think.